Roger Ailes himself released a statement, quote, "I assured him, Trump, that we will continue to cover this campaign with fairness and balance. We had a blunt but cordial conversation and the air has been cleared," end quote. So we were curious. We watched Trump's appearance on Fox and Friends this morning. Zero tough questions and not one question about Megyn Kelly and the blood from wherever comment, although Kelly did address the matter briefly last night.
Mr. Trump did interviews over the weekend that attacked me personally. I've decided not to respond. Mr. Trump is an interesting man who has captured the attention of the electorate. That's why he's leading in the polls. Trump, who is the front runner, will not apologize. And I certainly will not apologize for doing good journalism. So I'll continue doing my job without fear or favor.
All right, let's talk about this. Sabrina Schaefer is a Republican and the executive director of the Independent Women's Forum, and Hillary Rosen is a Democratic strategist. Welcome to both of you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So, Sabrina, did Fox News cave to Donald?
You know, I'm not really sure what happened, behind closed doors, but the best thing to make this Trump debacle go away, and I really hope it does, is for another candidate to step up and start talking about real policies. I think Carly Fiorina did a little bit of this over the weekend when she engaged directly on issues like paid leave mandates. But I think what we need is to see other candidates step up, start talking about energy policy and health care and education and college tuition and all of these things that actually matter to especially women voters.
Hillary, what do you think?
Well, I do think the Republicans need to talk about things that matter to women voters. I think that Carly Fiorina is out of touch, actually, with what most working women are looking for in terms of wanting paid leave. But clearly, when it comes to the Donald Trump syndrome, just like just happened now with our guest, they really don't want this to be about Donald Trump. He's totally leading in the polls. He's captured, a conservative Republican's imagination, and they don't know what to do with him. But Roger Ailes wants him back on Fox TV. He doesn't want him on CNN. He wants him back on Fox with the rest of the Republican candidates fawning all over Fox. And that's clearly what that conversation was about and that interview this morning was about.
Well, I think Hillary's right to some extent that this has turned into a circus, and I think it's disgusting, frankly. I mean, I think this is really important that we have a real conversation between Republicans and Democrats and independents and all Americans about how we want to move forward.
But here's the thing, Sabrina, because some of the Republican candidates are talking about women's issues, but mostly they're talking about the abortion issue. And while that's very important, it's not at the top of most women's agenda.
Right. Yeah. No, Carol, I'm 100% with you. I mean, what I'm thinking about today is that I have work. I have to get my kids to gymnastics. I have to figure out dentist appointments and back to school papers. This is what most women are thinking about, right? They're not thinking about Donald Trump, and they want to know that there's a candidate out there who empathizes with what they deal with every day, who recognizes their successes, and who has practical policy prescriptions for how they can, make their lives easier without growing government. And I think there's a real opportunity for the GOP to come in and state some of that, but right now it has become a circus, and I'm as disgusted about it as you are.
And no one could be happier about that than Hillary Clinton, because she jumped into the fray, mentioned Donald Trump by name. Here's what she had to say.
And while what Donald Trump said about Megyn Kelly is outrageous, what the rest of the Republicans are saying about all women is also outrageous. They brag about slashing women's health care funding. They say they would force women who've been raped to carry their rapist's child, and we don't hear any of them supporting raising the minimum wage, paid leave for new parents, access to quality child care, equal pay for women, or anything else that will help to, give women a chance to get ahead.
So you do get the sense, Hillary, that Hillary Clinton has been waiting for this moment, and she jumped on it.
Hillary Clinton has been working on these issues her entire professional career, and the fact that these are the things now that have come to sort of the culmination of the fight between Republicans and Democrats will only help Hillary Clinton. I agree that abortion is not a primary issue for most women today as they go through their daily lives worrying about how to feed their kids or get a job out of college or the like. The reason why it continues to matter is it becomes a respect issue. And the way that men talk about it, when Scott Walker talked about, threatening the life of a woman to protect the, a fetus. When Marco Rubio says that about a rapist and the impact on women, that's for many women just you guys don't get it. We just want to be in charge of our own bodies. And so that becomes like a base issue, and all these other issues on top of it are things that end up vote in their favor. And so I think Hillary Clinton's exactly right.
Well, I was just going to jump. Okay.
Really quickly, Sabrina, because I got to go.
Yeah, well, the good news is that neither party has sort of neither party's economic favorability is better than one or the others. There's a lot of opportunity here for the GOP to explain how micromanaging wages and mandating benefit packages and a lot of the things that are sort of pushed out there as good for women are actually going to hurt women's chances and hurt women's success. And so now is the chance to actually jump on that opportunity. So we'll see what happens.
Yes, we will. Sabrina Schaefer, Hillary Rosen, thanks to